Wow, how's it going? Want to do factory game and politics stuff at the same time like you did before my minutes? It's hard to explain. I feel like before I needed something to kind of like keep my attention because it was kind of boring to just watch a thing and analyze a thing. But now, I think I'd rather just watch the thing. What was I doing? Oh, hold on. Why? Are we getting any debates with people in the upcoming weeks? Yeah, I'm talking to that Peter Boghossian guy on February 22nd. I'm supposed to share a form with you guys later on, if you want to come to the event. Just so you know, Romanian elections got canceled because the candidate had millions of followers on TikTok by 95% verified, but 95% verified to be bot accounts, and there was mass outrage on our Google searches and mass media as if this guy did not exist. President Klaus Lohannes had declassified documents regarding a while ago that there was huge shit going on. I can go on if you care. Wow, thanks. Any plans for the Uncensored America soon? Honestly, the Shard debate was genuinely amazing to watch you intellectually plow through the dude. Maybe. When was the last good debate we had? Or, it would be nice to argue with somebody who wasn't totally fucking full of shit. But, whatever.
What? Wait, what?
The Nazis' books on gender sciences.
They did do that.
First. Now the administration has villainized and marginalized migrant workers, trans.
It's a bit of a miss. Like, my understanding is that they burned them not because it was gender stuff, but because it was written in Jewish and not German.
Now, to be fair here, Hasan's take on Hitler was also pretty goofy.
There is literally no reason to fucking go to school, study political science, spend years and years of trying to understand how politics works, the importance of learning history.
This is unironic anti-Semitism, though. German Jews wanted to be considered German. Well, I mean, maybe. I think it probably depends on how I don't know what AsmonGold meant by his comment, because there might be an element of truth to what AsmonGold is saying, and then an element of misunderstanding. So, but it's hard. I don't even know what the fuck he means. Like, if AsmonGold said the only reason they wanted to burn those books is because they were in the wrong language, that would be obviously retarded. But if AsmonGold had read a snippet somewhere implying that, like, well, one of the reasons why Germans wanted to get rid of certain types of media was because they viewed it all as being Jewish co-opted, there's like a large degree of truth to that as part of the early Nazi talking points. But I don't know what the fuck AsmonGold is even getting at. I'm not sure.
I'm not an elitist by any means. I think anybody can do this. This is a fucking silly ass job. It is just crazy that, like, what is declared good enough in terms of political commentary on the right-wing side of things. That's crazy.
I mean, AsmonGold's, like, knowledge and takes regarding, like, his level of understanding is about equivalent to Hasan's. I would say, if anything, Hasan's might even be a little bit worse, since Hasan is a little bit more intentional in terms of how he propagandizes people, but I mean, Hasan hasn't demonstrated a sophisticated understanding of literally anything that he talks about, or even an elementary understanding of anything he talks about. He knows, like, some slogans and some... I was going to say names and dates, but that's not true. He just knows some slogans, so...
Hey, congratulations to the DigiGers, okay? DigiGers, you did it. #1 political commentator on the platform. Still going, by the way. All the DigiGers. You did it. You did it. You wanted someone to have a different perspective reflected on the platform for diversity of opinion.
I just need to have this preloaded every single time Hasan brings me.
I look at the computer say,
I don't know why.
Floyd said, fuck T.I., fuck Nelly, fuck 50. I'm like, what did he say fuck me for?
I don't know why he brings me up. I have no idea. What do I've done a billion times more negative coverage of AsmonGold than Hasan has. How the fuck am I getting credit for AsmonGold's audience?
I hope you're happy with that.
Why does he randomly insert you like that? He's obsessed with me. He's just like, I'm in the back of every fucking issue. Like, if this guy went to the hospital and got a fucking CT scan and they were like, we found a mass on your lungs, he'd be crawling all over the machine looking for the DGG label. Like, that's how deep inside of this guy's fucking mind I am. I don't know why. He is upset. Like, every bad thing that happens, if he got pulled over by a cop and somebody was recording it, he would start fighting the cop, like screaming, like, what's your fucking DGG account? I know you're part of the fucking Taliban. I was like, sir, you were going 85 and 55. Show me your DGG login, motherfucker. It's insane.
Workers, trans.
It's a bit of a miss. Like, my understanding is that
We watched this clip yesterday, right? Does he elaborate more on this? I'm just curious how dumb this is.
like handpick facts and like not talk about things in an honest way. But it's like part of that's true, but it's like not completely true.
LGBT people and even special needs, denying life-saving and affirming care.
Can you look at me and tell me how many of my friends need to die before you do anything?
Please wrap
Look
up.
at me.
And
Talk about things. Also, both.
marginalized on gender sciences.
They did do that. It's just completely fucking unhinged. Of people. You've got a lot of snowflakes melting here. It's pretty. Like, I don't see how anybody can listen to these people talk and not come to the conclusion that these people have a profound mental illness and there's something seriously wrong with them. Just like the way they talk, the way they act, their body language, everything about it, it's just completely fucking unhinged.
I doubt many
I
doubt many of the books the Nazis burned were written in Hebrew or Yiddish. AsmonGold seems to think un-German means books not written in German. Maybe, but I mean, back then, the Germans might have thought that books not written in German were un-German, maybe, right? We haven't gotten that far in our books yet, but that seems to be the direction it's headed now. Not that AsmonGold even knows that. I would just...
You to listen to me.
Let us remember that the Nazis burned the books that the Nazis burned books on gender sciences.
They did do that.
First. Now the administration has villainized and marginalized migrant workers, trans.
It's a bit of a miss. Like, my understanding is that they burned them not because it was gender stuff, but because it was written in Jewish and not German. And it was like a retaking of Germany for Germans. That was like the uprising of the Nazis. So it was like, yeah, they were. I think it probably might be both in some circumstances, but like it was categorical for it not being written in German. They also burned porn. Yeah, they burned a lot of stuff. It was both, yeah. And no, a lot, and I wish people like this. It's disappointing that you can't have genuine conversations because people try to just like kind of, like handpick facts and like not talk about things in an honest way. But it's like part of that's true, but it's like not completely true.
LGBT.
Like, we're getting close. Wait, what year are we at? Are we at 1914? But this might be correct, even though I don't even know if he knows or where he got that fact from. But it might be that after World War I, when German nationalism was on the rise and they were trying to recapture their nationalistic identity, that they started to exclude things that weren't written in German or didn't epitomize German culture or what they felt were German. That might be the case. I don't actually know yet. But we'll know like in 2 weeks.
LGBT people, and even special needs, denying life-saving and affirming care.
Can you look at me and tell me how many of my friends need to die before you do?
Why don't you just look it up? Well, because now that we're actually reading real books on this, I would rather just wait till I get to it in the book than, because now I don't know how to explain it, but there's something, when you get information as part of like a whole context delivered to you in like a whole actual thing, rather than just reading a little fact, then I feel like I understand it so much better. So we'll get there. I think we're coming up on, or no, we just finished World War I, right? In that book, I think we're right at the end of it. What are we reading? I don't know. What is it called? It's a trilogy. The Coming of the Third Reich in Power, and the Third Reich at War. We'll definitely... I want to read the first two. Maybe we'll get through the third as well, but... I hate fucking Jews, dude. They fuck everything up. One of the worst things about Jews and Nazis is that people think that as long as you're not anti-Semitic, you're fine. There's no shot that anything like fasci or authoritarian can happen as long as you're not anti-Semitic. It's very fucking annoying. Because when you look at the Trump shit, like Trump will never, or at least I would be shocked if Trump ever became super anti-Semitic or anti-Israel, just because old people in the U.S. love Israel. But then that like mind fucks people on anything having to do with authoritarianism or fascism. It's like, well, as long as he's good for Israel, then you can't possibly be an authoritarian. And it's like, well, Thanks, Jews, for fucking it up again, buddy. How long is Mein Kampf? If it's not like some 500 fucking word thing, I don't know, maybe, or 500 page. How would read a 500 word? It's a 10-hour read, bruh. Destiny, people don't know about the other two factions, Japan and Italy. That is true. We don't learn anything about Japan. At least I did in high school, other than I guess they were bad guys. And then I don't even know what Italy did. Italy is coded in my mind like Saudi Arabia. I still don't know what Saudi Arabia has done for the past 100 years. And they, like, every time there's like a war with Israel, they send like 100 people to go and help, like Jordan, Syria, and Egypt. I don't know why nobody like conquered them. Like, what did they do? Like, they've got all this oil. I don't know why somebody just doesn't go down and take their shit over. I don't know. Like, Saudi Arabia was fighting like the Houthis, which started off as like this little family in Yemen. And they were like bombing and attacking these people for like fucking 10 years. And all they managed to do is convince the Houthis to steal food from the kids until they all starved to death. I don't even know what Saudi Arabia does. It's like a black hole of history and nothing happening to me. And I feel like Italy is, I don't know what Italy does during World War II. Apparently they invented fascism. And then there's the meme about the Battle of the Bulge, which I don't even know. Was that a fucking World War? I don't even know, actually. I don't know anything about Italy. What happened? Why was Mussolini a big loser? The book must mention Italy. I'm sure this will peripherally get into it. Like, we got a little bit about Russia and everything, yeah. Is it because Saudi leaders are the leaders saying they descend from Muhammad, or did I make that up? I don't know. I don't know all the structure. The difference between Sunnis and Shias is supposed to be, I think Sunnis believe you can trace the descendants of Muhammad, and Shias don't, I think. That's like a broad difference, but I don't know for the individual, like, monarchs or whatever, if they believe they have lineage there. I have no idea. I don't know. Are there any crazy militaristic empires that lasted? Because I feel like in history, it seems like, no, that's not true. I was going to say, it seems like all the great empires were like the cuck democracy ones, like Greece and Rome. But the Ottoman Empire and the caliphates were hugely expansive, and those were militaristic, right? So I guess Rome did a little bit of military stuff as well, so a little bit of an itty bit. I don't know anything about Asia. We don't talk about Asia here. My whole history of Asia is informed by anime. What was everybody in Samurai X Trust and Betrayal? What the fuck were all these people dying from? Was it tuberculosis? Was that a big thing in the Restoration or Meijing period or whatever? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Like, there's a lot of people who are like, they like cough and there's like blood coming out. Were all these people just like dying of TB? Is that... TB or smallpox? Okay, I have no idea. Oh, this guy does too. What a loser. Don't worry, both of these are coming to America soon. Shut the fuck up. You ever seen the cowboy movies where people cough blood? I don't know what it's called, but I think it's that. Okay. Washington has a TB outbreak right now? My honey is meowing like crazy in the background. I'd read this article, but this looks hella long. American Democracy is Doomed by Matthew Iglesias. Is that the singer? Posted in 2015. Is anything in here like future seeing? Or forward looking, I should say. Do you believe in the germ theory of disease? No, I believe in whatever Lysenko and his friends believed in. I don't believe in germs or genes or any of that cringe shit. Hold on one sec. Oh, the four humors, true. Oh, God, we looked at light bulbs one time. Oh, no. most diseases were a result of humans domesticating animals? No, diseases are a result of one of the 4 fluids in your body being out of balance, okay? Things about Elon knocking up a 26-year-old conservative columnist. Ashley, yeah, she's a person. Okay, help me. Let's think for a moment. We're about to get real boring. Okay, get out the what's the one that people post and then I ban them all? No, not that one. The one with the real depressed guy. That guy. Hollow, yes. Sorry, okay. He who saves his country does not violate any law. I know it's all just like memes, but I mean, like, this is... This is just blatant authoritarianism, but okay. Okay. Actual king shit, you know? What is this? Why is this motherfucker dressed up like a wizard? What is this? Hooded cloak.
I'm gonna fucking kill her! I'm gonna fuck her up! I can't fucking believe this! I don't care, dude.
Wait, did he just break this windshield, or is it like this already?
I don't care, bro. I got glass in my hand. I don't care, bro. I can't fucking take this anymore. I got glass in my fucking hand, man.
This is the most autism to ever be conjured up in a 45-day period in human.
Give a fuck, man. I need to get the fuck out of this car, man.
Are you okay, bro?
I'm fine.
He's clearly not okay. Or maybe he just means physically.
I'm fine, bro.
Crashed out. He's crashing out.
I don't know why she can't just support me in my fucking worst time ever! Worst fucking time! Be the fuck out! Fuck out of here, man! Fucking worst time ever! Get out of this car, man.
Period in human.
Give a fuck.
Fuck, wait, I need to have an active heart rate thing. He's this worked up and this upset? Shouldn't his pulse be like at least like 150? Would it not be? I don't know what my pulse is. If I'm like really fucking mad, I don't know.
I need to get the fuck out of this car, man.
Yeah, when he starts moving more, I guess, but...
Fucking time! Be the fuck out! Fuck out of here, man. Fucking worst time ever! Worst...
It did jump from like 70? No. Oh. If you're like up and about and like chatting with people and moving around, I think anywhere from... I think anything up to 100, I think, is normal-ish. I don't think, if you're like moving and talking to people, I don't think you would be like less than 70. That would be pretty crazy, no? 70 to 90? If you were like moving around and chatting with people, and your pulse would only be 60 to 70, that seems crazy. 60 to 100 is the internet meme I see. I think resting is supposed to literally be you're sitting there doing nothing, right? That's like your resting heart rate, no? My resting is 100 to 120 because of sports. I think you might have that backwards. He is super active, so his heart is better adjusted. Does he? Is he like, does he do a lot of out and about? Maybe. What is he so mad about? What happened here?
Fucking worst time ever! Worst fucking time! Bring the fuck out of this car!
He probably walks like 20 miles a day. Oh, damn. Does he stream every day? Destiny, she didn't support him. His mom got fruit by the foot instead of fruit roll-ups? Who the fuck would ever prefer fruit roll-ups to fruit by the foot? What? Fruit roll-ups sucked because they would always like stick together, and anytime you try to eat them, they would like stick to your mouth. That's a company that needed to go under, okay? Do you think that billionaires shouldn't exist, or do you think billionaires should exist? I was arguing with my mom, and I'm under the belief that they shouldn't, and anything over 99 million should be 100% taxed. She says they should just pay their fair share. No, billionaires are fine. Figure out what tax rates you need to set to pay for the programs that you want. I don't know where the obsession has to be with like billionaires, exactly. No. Okay, anyway, back to our hollowed existence. I'm trying to think of what I want. I want to redo the aesthetic downstairs because I don't like the table. It looks like shit. My wide shots are shit on everything I do, and I think couches are just more comfy. So I'm trying to think of like what I want a room to look like. Ideally, I'm thinking like I wish I could fucking. Oh wait, I don't need to draw. How do I? This isn't going to work, is it? How do I mirror this? God, I'm so fucking smart. Bro, I'm actually a fucking PhD mathematical genius. Actually, you know what would be even more ingenious? Take this. Boom. 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 My God. Okay. I feel like a wide shot like this looks infinitely better than the table shit that we have set up. I feel like for the background, I think I could hang the TV up here that just has the shot outside maybe. Or I could even put anything on the TV, like anything else or whatever. And then I think like, and then I'm feeling like, so TV up here, and then like some kind of round table, like coffee table thing here or something maybe. And then I would have mic stands would go next to the little chairs. Where's the window? I think I'm going to move stuff deeper in. I don't want to fuck with that window anymore. Fuck the window. That was a failed experiment, okay? Never again. Never again. Do you have 5 cameras? I can buy whatever cameras. I'm confident I can set all that shit now. The benefit to this is that I can do I can have 1 camera per person now. Isn't that pretty close to Andrew Schultz's setup? Andrew Schultz. Wait. Flagrant. Is it flagrant or flagrant? It's flagrant.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Flagrant. Listen, did you guys watch the Super Bowl?
I heard about it. Yeah.
Did you heard about it?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Flagrant. Listen, did you guys watch the Super Bowl?
I heard about it. Yeah.
Did you heard about it?
This looks like Rowan AIing himself as Hasan. Am I the only one who sees it? Sorry, okay. Put buckets of green goo above each chair, and on them the viewers can vote on who they want to get goo poured over them. Based. Are you gonna use lapel mics? I haven't decided yet. I'm attached to I feel like I'm emotionally attached to those SM7Bs, but I feel like lapel mics are probably fine for a podcast. I don't know, man. Fuck. I don't know. Think about it. The problem is Dan has no attachment to speaking into the microphones correctly. And if you don't, then at that point, it seems like you should just have a lapel mic. Maybe? I don't know. Are you going to go with a different spot in the room or the window / corner behind? No, I'm moving deeper into the room. Fuck the windows. Fuck ever trying to make those windows work. I think windows are really good as a natural light source. So right now, like this window pouring light into the room, I think it's nice. I think that's fine. But trying to manage them in your background through varying lighting conditions during the day, fuck that. It's a nightmare. If you want to use the Shures, you could use a small side table for... No. Fuck that. I'll just use... Fuck, what are they called? Oh, no, yeah, it would just be something like this. A mic stand. Yeah, I would just set these up next to each couch, and then you can go up and down with them. It's fine. What's the main difference between the CIA and the FBI? The main difference is one is foreign, one is domestic, and anything else is wrong, right? The CIA has the stronger top secret agents. Have you seen Sicario? Some clips. Does that count?
I'll tell you a good story.
When we're trying to watch like TV or anything like that, setting up these shots are weird. I either have to make this thing larger in the bottom left because there's going to be 2 people on and Dan is alone on the right. There's just like a lot of weird positioning stuff. We also have to sit like pretty close together to make it work. Whereas if we're in separate chairs, I have so much more flexibility over how I set everything up. Show me a fucking wide shot.
This is going to get
That's how a lot of people talk about this.
This says I don't like this shot for. I think shooting people like directly from the side, I think is evil, because it ends up making people look either awkward or just fat or weird. It's just not. It's not good. This background isn't very intentional. Albert initially had this set up, the lighting from above and below. Like we have a light here, and then there's this light above. I think I'm just gonna shoot it from the side. I wonder what his inspiration was, or why he likes to set a light up from above. I've seen lights set up from above before. It's not the worst idea. I just don't think there's enough ceiling space for it. But I can get rid of this ugly, nasty thing. We'll move deeper into the room to the right. And I want people looking at the camera when we're watching stuff. So one of the benefits too of doing a setup like this is that like the TV will be like here, that we'll all be watching in the foreground. So if we're watching stuff, the wide shot will have us looking towards the camera rather than away from it, which I think is pretty bad right now. Because anytime we're watching stuff.
And afterwards, it kills you.
Yeah. This is just the Joe Budden setup. What does his thing looks like? Joe Budden. Can you upload more AE episodes to the main channel? I think August and Dan are in a confrontation right now, so I don't know if they're going on the other channel or what. I'm not sure. I don't know right now.
Two special guests, which I love to see.
Welcome. Introduce yourselves.
Jesus. Is this a special Valentine's Day setup? This, I feel like it's kind of busy. I like this. This is very intentional. This is cute. Aww. And they're using labs on everything too.
We better have. We are on a Valentine's Day set. Obviously, Valentine's Day.
Some say Joe Budden is the Destiny rap. Yeah, we'll have to go with that now. I don't know if we can be the DJ academics of rap anymore. He might be a little bit too out there. Or maybe not. I can still catch up. It sounds like shit listen thing versus how much of this is a like just like a red pill space thing. Because in like red pill world, girls trips are literally the worst thing in the world. Because girls trips, like that's when they're gonna go to the club and they're gonna fuck all the guys and you're gonna get cheated on. It's gonna be the worst thing ever. And girls can never go on girls trips ever. I wonder if that's just like, do all young people think that, or is it just a red pill thing? Or I have no clue. Hip hop guys, I didn't say they were red pillars. I said, I wonder how much the idea that I just said, if that's a red pill idea or a younger generation as a whole idea. That was my statement. Why is she she just made this guy sound so autistic. What? You send me pictures of bugs and frogs? People who are in successful long-term relationships, they're like super diametrically opposed approaches to, from people that I know. I've known all the way from a guy who was with his wife for, I think 15 plus years, who said that the reason why his long-term relationship is really successful is because they're both integrated into each other's lives, like a lot, in that they help each other with stuff. They're like invested in each other's stuff. And then I know, like for Dan, for instance, I think Dan is more, he kind of does his stuff, and then his family does their stuff, and then they'll have like a day where they get together and like do things as like a family. There's like very, very different approaches to how much you integrate your partner into your life. I don't know. I mean, there's probably not like a one size fits all. It's just interesting to see like there's like wildly different approaches to how people manage long-term relationships, or what they think is like good or appropriate for a relationship, I guess.
There is a point when it's like, all right, this is now too much. Yeah. I'm being smothered, and now I need some space. Just a reboot. It's like it could be a 3-hour thing. For sure. Just go see your mom and come back.
Like, you also hear that whole like your wife or your husband shouldn't be your best friend, but then there are people who are like, my wife or my husband is my best friend. So yeah, I don't know, just interesting. Okay, we were looking for studio setups now.
The thoughts, views, and The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by this podcast, as well as its hosts, are for entertainment purposes only. I repeat, it is not serious. It is not real. No one is exposing, revealing, indicting, or telling you anything about themselves. Also, we do not encourage you to try this at home. We are trained professionals who do not have your best interest at heart or our own. Enjoy the show.
You do yours. I need mine to be Mike, check. Still not back to my luxurious self, but it's all right.
Okay, so he's got the mic stands that I'm talking about here.
It's all right. I wouldn't have missed this one. For the world.
Never.
This is kind of the setup, I guess, that I'm going for. Wait. Wait. Right? Wait. Oh, it is. Okay, fuck you guys.
Hear what you got. I couldn't call it out.
Wait, it is, right? It is literally him. Okay, fuck you.
Hear ye. La 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 la. Energy will carry me through. La la la. You still sick? Adrenaline. It's on the way out. It's on the way out. I'm chilling. I got the good drugs in the house.
Oh, do you hear what's going on here? I hear so much of the Matrix now. I see the Matrix. They have a very aggressive cutoff for background noise on the compressor. They have a very aggressive cutoff, but there's a decent amount of background noise. And anytime he talks and it gets over that cutoff threshold, you can hear the background noise picking up.
I'm chilling.
That noise?
I got the good drugs in the house.
Like anytime he speaks, you hear that, right?
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Very Miami. 80s Miami. Yeah, for sure.
That was the great.
Like these wides are just so much better too versus did I close my fucking stream like a retard? One of the issues we run into with our wide shot is what timestamp was it at? I don't even use it that much. The auto switcher cuts through sometimes. It's harder to see us reacting to each other because you're getting almost complete profiles of faces, and like you can cover another person up here, and the tables here are blocking like our hands and everything, so you don't get all that good Italian expression. Like these are so much better. So I like this. I like having the chairs, I think, instead. Yeah, 100%.
Miami needs a redo so bad. They need to. Miami's like fucking Mexico. They just need to knock all that shit down and do it again. The Pablo Escobar is over, man. They're gonna do something with all these cocaine hotels.
The new ones, cocaine hotels too.
We'll make them new.
The old ones.
You need chairs with a little desk, side desk for your laptops. I mean, we can get I can order a little side desk. It's not, or nightstands almost, or whatever. That's fine.
I said make them new.
The pink ones, and the yellow ones, and the teal ones.
Yo. All right, Mike. All right, let's get this thing started.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Heary. Poppin'. What's poppin'? Everybody good? Last looks. Y'all look great. You smell great.
Could you do a combined scene instead of Dan's cam and the cam of you and your guest alternatively? Nah, I think having a coherent wide shot is better than trying to do synthetics.
See them steal the light pole though. And we say fans, we just mean white fans, but like you ain't never seen a Negro steal a light pole. You know what I mean? We might shoot the neighborhood, we don't steal a light pole. What the fuck do a traffic light? But I was so proud of my city, nobody got killed. Nobody got killed. Yeah.
Well, I think theirs was better. My nigga, they didn't blitz him. They blitzed once.
Yeah, but
they didn't blitz the nigga the whole fucking game, my nigga.
Yo, do you know what that Patriots team was doing?
Yeah, scorching niggas.
This Kansas City team barely scored 30 points.
That's what a lot of people think about them.
Okay. Somebody said look at the flagrant one.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Flagrant. Today is the second coming of a dear, brave, courageous friend of ours who has kind of just absolutely exploded. I mean, he had a weekend in New York where he was not only headlining Madison Square Garden, was not only the musical guest for SNL, he was not only performing for all of Central Park or something. Guest only headlines absent of
Hold
a
on.
dear, brave, courageous friend of ours who has kind of just absolutely exploded. I mean, he had a weekend in New York where he was not only headlining Madison Square Garden, was not only the musical guest for SNL, he was not only performing for all the Central.
Does he have? He has 2 cameras on him for.
I mean, I'm just thinking better, dude.
Bro,
I'm just
I
fucking
knew-
feeling better.
I knew you were doing well, man. I knew that you were making like ridiculous.
Jesus, do you think this guy gets the Uber XLs? The constant fake camera movement is disorienting. Yeah, that was that's definitely a post camera movement. I don't know why it's just a style thing, Zoomer stuff. The synthetic from your talk with Sebastian Gorka is still so good. Yeah, but that was a very intentionally designed, works well for 2 people synthetic shot. I do agree. That was a really cute little set that they rented, I guess. Yeah.
It's enough for Schultz to go doop doop. Yeah. So how do you fit into this?
Don't worry,
What's your story?
Because I didn't get it.
Yeah.
I was like, why the fuck is Billy Crudup right here with us eating sushi at Zero Bob?
The way you are with, the way you are with Tandy, bro, that's how he is with gossip.
I needed to make.
Somebody just linked this and said, "Doesn't
Don't
this
wanna
synthetic look good?" I mean, like this is okay, but look at this. Look at having everybody in frame with an intentionally designed background, where they're all talking and looking at each other
Tandy,
and
bro,
reacting
that's
to
how he
it.
is with gossip.
I needed to make sense of it. And then it just,
And they have like so much more room for movement and expression.
he goes, oh, that's my philanthropy guy. I'm like, damn.
Like I think that's way better than these synthetics. This is maybe more like if you were just doing like a news show, like if it was a little bit more, I don't want to say professional, but more, you don't expect as much of as wide a gamut, I guess, of emotive expression from the people, but.
Because you want to stay in the thing. I often feel that way, but you make me laugh sometimes in a way that.
Matan Evans said is unironically goated. I keep ignoring it. It's got another email to go on that show, but I feel like he was just like a big troller guy, so.
Feels so good to laugh where I'm like, I'm okay. I'm okay cashing it in right now.
Right.
I didn't mean to ruin it.
Okay.
But
Can we try
I
again?
understand. That's
Can we try again?
I'm just admitting
Okay, close
where
your
I am.
eyes.
I could do it.
Close your eyes. Yeah, put your headphones on for this. It's gonna get really ASMR.
Oh, they have a wide shot.
What's happening?
Don't play with her titties. Let's just get that tooth.
I'm awake now. Excuse me. What the hell?
This isn't horrible, but you just get a big profile of this guy. I don't know how I feel about that.
What's happening?
Oh yeah, she's cute, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like.
That's what I
her
said. I
style.
feel like that would be your type if you dated black girls.
I'm willing to date a nice black girl.
Yeah. What is? I mean,
a black girl that's nice.
Okay. I mean, what is your description of nice? Like, what's
Oh
nice?
yeah, it could be anybody. I think somebody that.
Oh, these guys
I don't think
never. Oh, these guys only use a synthetic. They don't ever use a wide.
And I started pretending that I knew you, and you knew me too.
What's on Hawk Tuah Girls podcast set up? Nothing super special. You don't think that full leg and feet shots waste screen space with useless shit? Or are they deliberately trying to advertise their shoes on this here? I mean, it's their full body shots. What do you want to, I mean, unless you're going to literally throw everybody together.
Billy Crudup doing.
No, fuck off. It's fine.
Do you have like a certain type in men, like look wise?
If you looked at my track history, it would look like you literally just like walked into the DMV.
If I tell you I love you, you better say it back. I don't say that shit to just anybody, you know?
Like there's an archetype of.
Man, people were really big on like the 180 rule or whatever for how you set up cameras. This is interesting because I don't know if there's a name for this type of setup. I don't even know if you perceive it or if I notice it because I autistically set the shit up. But this is Hold on, I'm making sure I'm not making shit up. The perspective you get here is that you're looking back and forth between the both of them. Now, it could be that the cameras are set up further away and they've either cropped it or they've just zoomed them a lot. But I wonder if that's intentional or not. It's like a V, someone said. Yeah, sure.
You've done for a man. Well, first of all, the Clinton situation, like I knew that was happening and still was with him.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy?
Oh God.
Is it when you give him the talk Tuah? What state is she supposed to be from again? Does anybody know? The cameras are set up as if you're sitting there and looking back and forth when they talk. Yeah, or at least the zoom or the crop is giving that impression, yeah. But they could be set up pretty far
I'm
away.
to talk to her today better and play $1,000. All the way up to $100K just by watching football. Download better and play better picks. Download better.
Play better picks.
Welcome back to Talk. And then we got, guess is Miss Brooke over here. Can I get a clap for her? And then we
A lot of these podcasts are run by the same management, so it makes sense if the setups are all identical and edited by the same company. Yeah, possibly, yeah. This girl is like the poster child for, I'm not being negative when I say this, okay? Because I love capitalism. But she is the poster child for capitalizing on your 5 seconds of fame. Holy shit, she cashed out so hard on that viral clip. Good for her, though, except for anything that involves scamming. But I was on a podcast once that was set up with this, but I think it was an audio-only podcast, so. But this is way too professional looking. I think I'm trying to move away from, like, table stuff. This might be good for, like, political coverage, like election night coverage, but this is way too... Yeah, I'm trying to get away from the tables, I think. Do a lot of these podcasts film back-to-back with other podcasts in some big media warehouse? Usually the studios are rented, I think, yeah.
My sad confession is that
You like this podcast, they're literally just in bed.
they have my data, like I'm in the system, you know? I got targeted so fucking bad because with
This is how me and Dan will do it, okay?
most exciting outfit at a wedding makes my experience of the wedding necessarily better. If you have nothing to wear and you're dressed like trash and you feel out of place and you don't feel good, that makes the wedding worse, but
This would work good for me because I already got all the equipment set up. Just kidding. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to
This. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck?
the podcast with today's guest. We have Felipe Esparza. Welcome in. Now you can come in and sit in the middle. For today's co-host, we have Mike. Welcome in, Mike.
This is like intentionally set up poorly, though, right? It's a troll podcast who trolls the guest. Yeah.
Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you. Please, just in case anybody doesn't know you, just please introduce yourself. Tell
Holy shit. That's where Karantos went.
them a little bit about yourself and all that one.
What's up, fool? What's up, everyone? My name is more.
Battle Creek, Michigan. Tickets are on sale now for my show at Firekeepers Casino on Friday, May 9th. Next month, I'm coming across the pond to Dublin, Belfast, Manchester, London, Glasgow, Nottingham, and Cardiff. Tickets and info.
It happened a couple weeks ago. You can find a picture online, I'm sure. But
there's a. By the way, I had a nerve conduction test.
It seemed.
This is an interesting choice.
Like, it's...
Usually what I've learned is you want the camera to be at about eye level. This camera, it seems like it's significantly up and then facing down. You also have side shots of both. Not a huge fan. I just don't like the angling of this for... yeah, I don't like the angling of this. Cute idea, though. I have this lamp. I bought like 4 of these. They don't look good for my podcast setup, though, so I'm not using any of them.
This episode of Bad Friends is presented and fueled by Huel, your go-to for complete nutrition.
Try Huel with 15% off today using code BADFRIENDS at my.huel.com. Go to Andrew.
You two. No, I liked it at 4 in the morning, I promise you.
No, I could see the phone right now.
Yeah, you could see it.
Well, what can you see?
That I did it at 4 in the morning. I know.
Oh, God. I could have died last night.
You definitely couldn't have died.
He
could have died.
Do they have this fucking Ant-Man
last night?
How do they do guests on their show? Do they just have them sit at the table, or do they just stick them somewhere else and then the camera looks over at them?
He could have killed. I could have. Yeah, you could have died.
No.
I don't think I would set anything up like this just because of the vibe thing I'm going for, but this is really nice. This is cute. I like this. I think this is pretty cute. There's a couple chairs to the side and the camera cuts to them. Gotcha. What do you think about Hasan's setup?
Benedict.
I just don't like these table setups because
Maurice.
so one is you have to be weird about your camera f-stop, although this is getting really picky. But in order to have people in focus at different parts of the shot, you're really restricted on where you can put the camera. The f-stop the number has to get bigger. Your aperture has to close. So then you lose some of the cute little background blurriness in order to make sure everybody's in focus. And the thing that I'm trying to get away from tables as well, that I like more about doing a setup like this, is I'm trying to avoid this thing as well. Hold on. Fuck, did I sell Medi? Oh, Medi's name is different.
Let's turn to...
Now, we didn't have a table here, but it was a similar issue to where...
Throughout Iraq and Syria, you know.
You tell them. This having to lean out, and I'm lucky that Dave was such a cuck in this debate. Having to lean forward to see people over here is very, very, very annoying. And I'm curious if Hasan is talking to... this is Cutie, right? Does... Like, do people have to, like, lean back, or...
Let me meet tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this.
Oh, what? Leave Marshall alone. That is crazy.
They might be able to see each other, actually. Do you think Will blocks... If Hasan is kind of, like, forward like this, but if Hasan sits back a little, he can't see Cutie's face, or if Cutie sits back... Chris Williamson's the master at podcast setups. Yeah, his setups generally look pretty good, I think. Although I don't... In the one that we did, I don't think he ever had a wide shot. But he's usually renting studios as he travels to places, and they're already pre-set up. I think one of the biggest hacks for having like a nice studio setup too is having a really deep shot. Having a lot of space to shoot into in the background just is so nice. That's one of the reasons why I want to move our shot to the center of that apartment that I'm renting, and then I can shoot deeper into the background. It just gives you more flexibility to do things. Not that it's a huge deal. It was like a live, but this this set that we're in, I think, I don't know if you can tell, but I would guess, I think that these windows in the background are like from the table going to the wall at least 10 feet. Like this is a very, very, very deep. This is a large room. This is a large room.
And you can see step by step a degree of opaqueness.
He doesn't do any wide shots though for his stuff, or at least not in this setting. Chris also generally only does 2-person setups. True. I think Chris is also a little bit more. I'm using this term like professional, but like there's going to be a narrower range of emotions on the camera, so he doesn't need these wides. Whereas I want to have room for a little bit more expression as well. This is why I think a nice wide is cute.